Listen, we like to teach life stories on this show, okay? I told you guys in the beginning of this year, I'm gonna tell some stories, and you guys aren't gonna like me for them, okay? And if you didn't like me after last week's story about my first kiss where I hooked up with my best friend's crush, you're not gonna like me more this week, okay? But I want you guys to learn from me, learn from my dumbass mistakes when I was in 8th grade, and I want you to grow from them and not do the stupid shit I did. So, with that being said, let's get into my second kiss. So my second kiss took place at a dance. There used to be these dances we had in 8th grade. They were called St. Kevin's dances. And pretty much they were equivalent of like a rave today. And I know what you're thinking, oh, they're like 8th grade, so you know they're a lot more tame. No, they were like just as bad back then as they are today. Like, a lot of people in my generation, we talk shit on the people that are like, you know, in 8th grade being sluts. We were just as bad as they were. We were just as bad. We just don't want to remember those times. And just so we can backtrack, my first kiss was at a party. That was a Halloween party, and that took me 13 years to get to. My second kiss, a week later, happened a week later, and it was with my best friend's crush's best friend that is a girl, thank God. Now, I didn't know who this girl was. I never met her. In fact, I think I met her one time before, and I was like, damn, she's hot. And I think that's all I ever said. But I remember her being one of those girls who, you know, she dressed pretty inappropriately. Let's just say she hooked up with like probably more than 5 guys, which made her kind of slutty for back then. But besides that, I never knew her. I was at this dance, and these dances were crazy. I mean, there were people grinding. There was actually a time I heard someone found a used condom on the ground, and these are for 7th and 8th graders, so I don't know what that says. I don't know if that was actually true. I'm gonna hope it wasn't. But it probably was, let's be real. Even though I didn't even know how sex worked by then. I mean, I did, it's just I didn't. I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean. So I'm at this dance, and I'm hanging, I'm dancing, I'm being a man whore, you know, grinding with everyone, because that's what everyone did. And at one point, I remember I was sitting on the ground. I was just sitting because I was really tired, I was drinking water or something, I don't know. And this girl walks over and just plops herself down, like right in front of me. She's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. And we started having this conversation for a little bit, and I don't know why I remember this. I don't know why. It is something that is always going to be in my head, but I just remember the song, what the fuck was the song called? Oh my god. It was by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Why can't I remember? Sir Mix-a-Lot. What the fuck is that song called? It's about an ass. I don't know why I remember this. It was the Sir Mix-a-Lot song, I Like Big Butts. And that song was bumping, and I was like, yo, I gotta make my move. 8th grade me. And so I did. I made my move. And I hook up with her to I Like Big Butts. I don't know why. I still remember that. Again, just gotta, you know. And then that happened. And that's not really the moral. That's not like where the story ends. It's just like I realized after that was over that I got up and I go over to my other friend, Shane, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, Shane, I just hooked up with this really fine-ass girl. And he's like, oh, no way, who? Let me see her. Maybe I can hook up with her. And I'm like, yeah, let me show you. And so I introduce him to her, and I realize that was his cousin. Awkward. I have never been in a situation that awkward in my entire life up to that point. That was awful. So that happened, and I just wanna make the moral of this story, just know who you're hooking up with. That was like the equivalent of a one-night stand, I guess, for 8th grade. And I'm just saying, that was awful. Really awful. And I still have made fun of him for it to this day that I hooked up with his cousin because we're friends. But yeah, that's messed up. Don't do that. Don't be me. I don't know, guys. If you have an awkward story, if you can top that kind of awkwardness, let me know. I don't think that was bad though. He was like, "This is my cousin." I was like, "Oh, so I guess you don't want to hook up with her anymore." Like that was pretty much how it went down. But guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. Also, if you missed my last video about my first kiss, it's gonna be right there. And guys, that's really all I've got to say on it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys for the next Project 2013 next Monday. Peace.